you know, getting through school. And then when the guys came over with all those Greek alphabets and tried to recruit me to be, I didn't know what the hell it was. You understand, my dad went to the 5th grade, my mom went to the 8th grade, my grandfather to the 3rd grade, as my grandfather says. Well, I went to the 3rd grade, but I went 3 times, so it's kind of like a 3 or kind of like 6. Depending on how you want to look at it. So I said, well, what's this group? Alpha, Gamma, Gamma, Bama, and they got the triangles and the circles. And I said, well, what is that stuff? He said, it's Greek. I said, well, why the hell would I wear some Greek? I'm Italian. I'm not going to wear some Greek. Do you have like an Italian group? He goes, no, we don't have an Italian group. I said, well, I'm not interested in joining it. He goes, well, you have to understand, you have to eat some goldfish raw. And I said, well, on Christmas Eve, my mother makes these little smelts, and she fries them and breads them. She goes, no, these are like raw. I said, like sushi? Okay. I said, I don't like the sushi stuff. He goes, then we tie you up next to this tree and we blindfold you. I said, what the hell would I want to do that for? He says, we want to see if you get afraid of the train coming. I said, I'll tell you what, you got about 2 minutes. You didn't get the hell out of here. I'm going to kick your ass. Okay? I ain't wearing no Greek thing, eating raw fish and get tied by a tree. So I started the Italian club. And the first thing we did, we went over to Messina Freight's house and we had nice lasagna and veal cutlets. I said, it's a lot better than those Greek guys. Well, anyways, I'm going to conclude here. I got my trainer, Alex Ostropochenko, who we work out with twice a week. I know he says, please don't tell anybody, you're killing my business, okay? But as my friends know, I'm the best in shape fat guy in town. You know, and I was thinking as I was walking in here today, I said, you know what? You know, Pat Aletta and guys like Jack Breen and Jack Cale and Chuck Dolan and Don Shula, who went to school here, and Tim Russert. And I'm thinking, you know what, there's probably a void in leadership in that next generation. And Sam Miller and I were talking about that, Mel and I were talking about that. I said, geez, people in our generation are not used to being men and women for others. It's more of a me generation. So I said, it's probably time for some of us to start stepping up, because some of the other folks have been doing an awful lot. I know Jack Breen has been raising money, contributing money. He's got the Breen Library. I think he's got the Breen, whatever. He's got a bunch of Breen things over here. He's got, I'm saying, he's probably thinking, hey, it's enough. When are your young people coming up? So I want to say once again, thank you to John Carroll. The thing about John Carroll is they never let you go. Once you go to school here, believe it or not, they were like nice to me. You know what I'm saying? Despite all my challenges. So Jack, thank you so much for Ward. Mr. Cale, thank you for your leadership. And thank you for so many people. We are so blessed in Cleveland, Ohio. When we had Justice Alito here just a couple months ago, and I said, let me tell you something, Justice. When you leave Cleveland and you reflect back on the day of being in Cleveland, Ohio, you're going to say the nicest people I have ever met anywhere in the world are from Cleveland, Ohio. And he didn't know that 3 weeks later I'd be walking into the White House, okay, for the Pope's birthday party, which he didn't go to, but it was a nice dinner, okay, and the president invited us. First person I see is Justice Alito. He goes, hey, Umberto, come over here. Let me introduce you to my wife, okay? And he says, let me tell you something. The best people I've ever met anywhere in the world from Cleveland, Ohio. So thanks to everybody. Thank you so much for this nice recognition. Thank you.
I thought we were going to knock it off about 9 o'clock. It's 10 after 9. We're running just a hair late. One quick story about Umberto. I'd only met him 2 or 3 different times while I was on the air at 3WE Radio. And when I turned 50, which was 3 or 4 years ago. Is that right, Mike? Anyway, I had turned 50, and I didn't want my audience to know, because voices are supposed to be ageless, so I didn't want my audience to know that I'm 50 years old, but I'm playing music that 25-year-olds enjoy. So just before I leave the radio station, I get a call from Umberto, and he says, Larry, could you please stop by my office? And I had only been to the lobby of his office, but I'd never been in the kitchen, and anyone who's been to Umberto's office is like walking into Giovanni's, at least the restaurant part of it. It's this huge kitchen. I walk in, he says, Larry, would you do me a favor? He said, why don't you come back? He said, let me show you around. So I walk into the kitchen, and then I walk into this beautiful dining room, and I don't know how many it seats, Umberto, 30, 40 around the big table? I look around, and most of my close friends are there. And so he had surprised me with my 50th birthday. Then on top of that, the phone rings and he says, "Larry, it's for you." And at that time was a guy that I had worked so closely with, which is our governor at that time, Governor Voinovich. I will never forget that. Thank you, Butch. It was a wonderful 50th surprise. All right, so that's it. What a great night. Father Robert Niehoff, you didn't realize you were going to put together such an august group of people and then have it be this much fun. Thank you, Mark Hauserman, for all you did. It's been one fabulous night. Drive carefully. Your families will be waiting for you. There's a lot of great things going on here, and it's because of each and every one of you. Thank you. God bless. Good night.